Hey guys, Mike Hanselman, owner of Small Arms Pistol Academy, and today I have something a little bit different. I know typically we're working on dry firing or giving you some, drill to go run at the range. I don't want to do that today. What I have here is the Garmin Instinct 2 Solar. This is a GPS smartwatch. It's what I actually use. It's part of my EDC or everyday carry equipment. And the reason why is not because I want to check notifications or I want to respond to people when they message me. I mean, granted, the ability to check just in looking at my watch when someone does shoot a text over is definitely more convenient than pulling out a smartphone out of my pocket. But the reason I like it is because it does have a built-in GPS. That feature is really cool, especially when I'm out hunting or something. Let me just grab the watch, show you a little bit. The one reason I do love this watch though is because this is the solar version. So if you're familiar with a lot of smartwatches, they're only good for like a day, 22 hours, and that thing needs to be charged again. Not this. Generally speaking, during the summer, I can get by, depending how much I'm on the watch or whatever, I can get by typically every 26 days, 25, 26. Right now, I don't have that much battery left on it, but I haven't charged it in forever. So let me just scroll through here real quick. All right, I'm at 8%, so I've got 2 days of battery left in here. You can see that. The solar intensity, especially being winter, I'm not outside nearly as much, and when I am, I'm wearing a jacket or something which will cover this, so it's not going to pick up all the solar that I would typically have. Another thing as I go through here though, sunrise, sunset, that's a huge feature, especially during hunting season. Here in Western New York, you are able to shoot, depending on the season, so like look it up on your own guys, but a half hour before and a half hour after legal sunlight. So I can just use this feature and I can see what my legal shooting hours would be. As far as steps, it's keeping track of that. So your activity, that part's kind of cool. I do watch my heart rate. I'll show you the home screen in a second so you guys can see that, but I use the heart rate typically when I'm actually working out. The sleep, how much sleep you're getting, calendar events if you put it on. Here's notifications. You can see I don't actually delete that stuff. It's just stuck on my phone and that's fine, or on my watch, that's fine. I don't really pay attention or use my watch for that. Calories. This is one of my favorites, the compass. Now I had to add this part to my screen right here, but as I go to rotate my watch around, it's going to slide that bar depending on what direction the watch is then facing. So that part's really cool. I don't know if you guys are able to actually see that bar right there and which direction it is moving, but that's a really cool feature when you're out hiking. More with heart stuff here, and then you can change different settings. So on my home screen, I do have what my heart rate would be. Right now, because my finger's under it, it is registering some form of a heartbeat. The other things, I have my date on here. I have time. I like the 24-hour time, so that's what I have on here. Below that, I have my altitude right there, so I'll know, especially like when I go out west and I'm hunting or something, I like to know what the elevation is where I'm at. The weather, if I were to connect this to my phone right now, it's also going to push the weather up here, which is kind of neat. And then the legal sun hours, again, as far as shooting. Those are features that I really like about this watch. As far as the watch itself, it's comfortable. You can see the band is nothing fancy. It's quite adjustable. So big wrist, small wrist is probably going to fit. Really cool. Now, I don't actually need this particular watch. This also has a ton of other features, like if you were going to parachute and stuff like that. I'm not using it for that, guys. But if you're looking for a smartwatch, something to add to that everyday carry stuff, this is definitely something I would recommend. Overall, guys, I think it's an awesome product. I think you'd be happy with this product. I would let it stay out for a while. The price is pretty significant for it. Not gonna lie, I happen to use a student discount, so I could bring that price down a little bit. But the watch is just phenomenal. I'm not a watch person, but for what I use it for, it meets everything that I wanted it to and more, which is awesome. One feature I did not talk about on here is I can also go through a different setting. And when I do that, like I enjoy golfing. So when I go out to golf or something, I can actually have like a pre-download of whatever course I'm going to play at. It'll tell me what my distance is to the green and to the center of the green, which is pretty cool. That doesn't help my game out at all, but it's still a really neat feature to have on a watch. So again, thanks for watching, guys. If there's other equipment, my personal everyday carry stuff that you guys see or you've ever heard me talk about and you want a fuller review on it, let me know. Take care. As always, click subscribe down at the bottom, turn that alert notification on, and leave me a comment. Drop a comment of what type of watch you would recommend to the everyday carry.